Hi there, my name is Eddie Cochong. I'm the owner of Green Kitchen Zamboanga. How did we start? Well, un poco largo la storya. Uh, we started back kondo after El Zamboanga siege. Me and my wife, nuevo pa lang kami kasaw. Nisisita kami buska greener pasture as you may. So, yaginda kami na Cagayan de Oro and we've stayed there for almost 10 years. And yan start el business di amon na Cagayan de Oro gayod. And during the pandemic pa. So, nisisita agad kami do something kay el di amon source of income, di amon bread and butter. Ya kay we've thought na ay pandemic so di amon work kay online man boom but it work otherwise yan stop ele kay por causa de pandemic. So nisisita kami, we have to look first, we have to do something, and we have to look for ways for us to sustain my family, especially during the pandemic ay may kayo trabaho. So there since my wife has been kind of like in the Korean culture for the longest time because her sister married a Korean. So even when they were still in high school, hindi pa uso ang sangyupsal, they already are doing it in their house. So we can consider that they already know how to make the authentic kimchi. So since bata pa sila. Now that's what started everything. So sabi namin kay ikademon sikat el Korean craze, el Korean culture because of Netflix kay everybody during the pandemic everybody's on Netflix. So just watching the Korean drama, so probably made them want to try the kimchi or any Korean food. So since kimchi po ang pinaka popular sa lahat ng Korean food, so that's why we started with kimchi. And nung una lang 2 kilos, and then it lumaki siya ng lumaki hanggang sa naging 300 to 450 kilos per week. We consider ourselves the biggest supplier of kimchi in Cagayan de Oro because we are the ones supplying for almost all the Anli Samgyupsal there. So Anli Samgyupsal restaurant in Cagayan de Oro. So it was really a blessing for us. So there's really no formula to it, yung parang concrete na formula, kasi for us we just learn things along the way. So marami talagang challenges, yung delivery kasi yung location ng place namin, anong delivery. So it's like God has put together everything on our favor. Kasi syempre when you start a business before the pandemic, syempre isipin paano ang delivery nito, paano ang ganito, so you really have to hire some people, and then maybe bibili ka ng mga sasakyan for delivery, ganon yun. But it happened during the pandemic, and home deliveries are very I would say very efficient. So nandyan lang lahat, Food Panda and all that, and we've utilized all that. So it worked well for us talaga. And until that time came, that was just actually last year, a little bit over 2 years ago, when we came back to Zamboanga City, our hometown, responding to a greater calling, I would say. So now that we're here in Zamboanga City, everything was left in Cagayan. All the things that we've started there, wala na siya. We want to redo that thing that we did there here in Zamboanga City. We would like to redo everything that we did in Cagayan de Oro here in Zamboanga City in our hometown. So now that the pandemic is over, yung Korean craze medyo nawala na rin siya. But still, di na masyado yung samgyupsal, pero still people have parang embrace yung kimchi because of its health benefits. So we still get some orders from here, Zamboanga City. It's not as big as we had in Cagayan, but I would say it's efficient. It may how should I say this? It sustained our daily needs, I would say. So hindi pa siya ganun kalaki like there, pero that's the goal. So before kimchi lang, ngayon meron na din kaming other Korean snacks like the kimbap, ever famous kimbap. So it's like a sushi but Korean version. And meron din kaming Japanese pani salad, and also the ever famous Vietnamese spring roll. So that's how the Green Kitchen story and that's how Green Kitchen started. And I'm just so amazed and blessed kasi when you put a little pressure sa life, that's when people get to parang rely more on God. Kasi pag okay lang lahat, everything is okay, then okay lang. Wala lang, parang nasa sideline lang si God. But when everything is uncontrollable, when everything goes beyond your understanding, beyond your capabilities, parang lalapit ka talaga kay God, and in the relationship with God would really grow more. So those times during the pandemic, I consider ourselves, my family, really blessed because of the business, because we were able to make it through the pandemic. Hindi lang survive na, ay yes, naka-survive na kami ng pandemic. No, but we survived the pandemic parang with flying colors, parang ganun. So we're just blessed to share that to you. Technically, wala talaga kaming mga role models or mga mentors na would teach us how to do it and how to do stuff. And as I've said a while back, we've learned things along the way. Example, kulang ng certain ingredient. So during the pandemic, you have to order it parang sa Manila pa or kung saan pa, sa China pa or kung saan. You have to order it online, wait for a week or two, tapos darating. So it will take time. So kailangan talaga na i-manage yung time and parang look forward to what's gonna happen next. Parang din siya, parang chess match din siya. You have to parang think ahead para you would know, parang at least you would know yung parang trajectory ng business. Yeah, so many things that I've learned even dito sa Zamboanga, where I also had small business dan sa IBT. Parang you really have to create like we've heard this before na you create a need for that and then create a parang healthy competition. Kasi when there's competition sa business niyo, it's okay as long as it's healthy competition. Kasi kung walang competition, walang industry. How should I say this? Many years ago, here in Zamboanga City, it is considered to be one of the most parang cleanest water source sa buong Pilipinas. We can drink yung sa tap water walang problema. It's really clean. But when yung mga water purifying station started, nagsusuputan kung saan-saan, everybody wants to try it. Kasi marami na nagkaroon na ng maraming competition, nagkaroon na ng industry, I would say. Kasi kung isa lang ang water refilling station na nag-open, nobody will try it. Why will I try it? Pwede naman ako uminom dito sa sa gripo. But since ang dami na nagsusuporta, everybody wants to try. Parang nagkaroon siya ng industry ng water refilling station. So in any kind of business, first is kailangan may industry talaga. It's okay to have competition kasi yung iba kasi ay hindi pa nag-umpisa, stop na. Kasi they would think ay marami na nagbebenta niyan, ay marami nang ganito. But actually it's okay, it's actually healthy to start a business kung marami na. Ibig sabihin, may industry na, may market ka na for that particular business or kahit ano pa mang business ang gusto mo. Not necessarily, ay, mag-umpisa ako ng ganitong business because wala pa nagbebenta. Very difficult. Very challenging siya pag ganon. Pero kung nandoon na may nagbebenta na ng ganon and then pumasok ka, it's mas maraming probability na may bibili sa'yo. And then secondly, ang also din I would consider na importante din, na essential din, kasi once may competition ka sa sarili mo, you will grow. Kasi kung wala kang competition, relax ka lang na okay, ako lang naman yan wala naman. A lot of people na nung meron din ako makilala na nagbebenta ng particular product and then wala silang competition, so sa kanya lahat kumukuha. Tapos nung nagkaroon na ng competition, nawala na siya. So dahil hindi man nawala, meron pa rin, medyo bumaba lang. Ang thing lang is medyo hindi siya nag-evolve with others. 'Di ba alam naman natin yung story ng Nokia. Namdami ng smartphones na lumalabas. Yung Nokia, dahil okay lang, steady naman kami. Pero ang dami ng smartphones lumabas hanggang sa nawala na din sila. They did not evolve with the others. So parang it would also teach us to para grow din as a business, na hindi lang tayo magsisettle doon sa kung saan tayo. Kasi we really have to grow. Mapapansin natin yan sa Jollibee. 'Di ba? Parang wala pa akong nakikitang Jollibee na nag-bankrupt. Ibig sabihin, they have a very effective effective system sa business structure nila. So that means successful na sila. Yung sales nila, wala na sigurong problema. Pero you can see Jollibee, they would grow. They would change their venues, they would paint and then change na naman. Parang they would go with the trend, kasi kung hindi, wala na. So that's what competition does. Ito, pinaka-importante talaga sa akin is really have to have the foundation with your relationship with God. Kasi a lot of things can happen when you're out there, and if you don't have that foundation, you're gonna crumple talaga. And when you have the foundation of having the relationship with God, yung wisdom mo in doing business, nasa next level talaga siya. So napaka-importante talaga yun, and how you make decisions in your business. Number 1, relationship with God. Number 2, kailangan talaga is you have to be a learner. Hindi ibig sabihin na you think na ay magaling na ako or I have this several business, okay ka na. Hindi, you have to learn each and every day and learn through the process of having the business. Kasi gaya ng sabi ko kanina, parang wala siyang formula para maging successful ka. Just have to dive in and learn doon sa experience mo. Kasi maraming mga bagay-bagay na kahit sa school pa man yan, school of business, administration or marketing or sales, hindi kaya ituro yung tinuturo ng experience doon sa business kasi ang daming mga factors na would affect yung mga learnings natin sa business. So number 3, syempre may relationship ka na kay God, and then next is you have to be a learner. And number 3, pinaka-importante talaga is yung isa sa mga pinaka-importante na kinoconsider ko when you start a business is you have to be present doon sa business. You have to be present kasi you will affect yung parang drive ng business, drive ng mga tao. Kung wala ka dyan, if you're not present there in your business, especially when you're starting, hayaan mo na yung mga big business na meron na silang mga sistema. They already have their managers. Pero when you're starting your own business, you really have to be there. You really have to be present kasi it affects pati yung dynamic ng team mo doon sa business. So, be present and learn doon sa process na yon. It's really difficult. Parang something has to give talaga. Kasi yun na nga, kung nandoon ka talaga sa business mo, as we've seen sa a lot of movies, yung mga dads nasa trabaho, nasa business, they barely have time for their kids and for their family. Importante kasi din ng business. That's your work, that's your bread and butter, that's for you to sustain your family's needs and all. Kailangan lang iset yung time, yung day. For example, sinabi na Sunday or Saturday or weekend, rest day nyo yun. Do not compromise it para sa family, para sa family mo. So, Monday to Friday, ganun lang. Focus ka doon. So, ako naman, wala naman siyang problema on our part kasi nasa online lang naman, walang problema. So, halos magkasama lang everyday. But maybe for those business na kailangan talaga ng focus on attention mo, you really have to be there. And then set the time talaga to, kasi importante talaga. You really have time. You really have to have time for your family din. Ngayon, so we're doing our business online, pero the goal is not just to para itaas ang sales namin, but also to put it into a next level. Gusto din namin magkaroon ng parang catering, parang sushi bar. Alam mo yung pag may mga parties, may mga weddings, special occasion, birthdays, parang may dessert table, di ba? So parang sa amin, gusto din namin na magkaroon ng parang sushi table or parang ganon, sushi corner for special events, for special occasions, weddings and birthdays, parang ganon. So parang snacks siya before ng main course, parang ganon. Kasi since we're parang nag-ano kami ng kimbap, mga ganon. So it's really for snacks. Parang appetizer din siya. Kasi 'di ba sa mga weddings occasions ganyan, di naman lahat gustong kumain na kasi 'di ba we are offering parang healthy food. So healthy naman siya kasi mostly gulay lang. I would love to have our own physical store. Kahit maliit lang siguro, and people can just drop by or parang drive-through, parang ganun lang, get their snack, healthy snack. For the aspiring entrepreneurs, if you feel like comfortable dun sa business mo, there's something wrong. Kailangan may pressure. Kasi when there's pressure, you tend to, be man enough and parang you go outside the box and face it. When you start a business, do not rely on yourself, but rely on God for the win.